Good afternoon, students. Welcome back. Today I am back with a new chapter of class 3 from English second book, and the name of the chapter is The Voyages of Sinbad the Sailor. So, students, this chapter has been taken from the Arabian Nights, and this chapter is about an adventurous man, Sinbad, who lived in the city of Baghdad. So, let's proceed towards the chapter. A long time ago, in the city of Baghdad, there lived a poor man named Sinbad. He had once been very wealthy, but over the years he had wasted away the money that his father had left him. So, long time ago, a man named Sinbad lived in the city of Baghdad, and now he is poor because he had wasted away all the money which his father had left for him. Sinbad was tired of being poor. He wanted to be rich once more. He said to himself. He decided to travel to far off cities, meet new people, learn new trades, and try to earn back the fortune that he had lost. So, students, Sinbad was tired of being poor and he wanted to be rich once more. He wanted to seek his fortune back by doing some new trade or by meeting some new people. Sinbad decided to become a sailor. This would allow him to go on different voyages, see different countries and meet new people. So Sinbad decided to become a sailor because he knew that by becoming the sailor he would be able to visit new countries and he would be able to meet new friends. Sinbad met some merchants and agreed to go on a sea voyage with them. They traveled to many countries and sold their wares. So, Sinbad met some merchants, Sinbad met some businessmen, and they decided to go on sea voyages and they went on different countries and sold their wares. So students, here ware means some raw material which are used for business purpose. One day the sailors saw an island in the middle of the sea. It was as green as a meadow with shady trees. So one day the sailors saw an island in the middle of the sea, and it was just looking like meadow, a piece of grassland with shady trees. The men were overjoyed to see such a beautiful land. They immediately wanted to go ashore and rest. So the men were excited to see such a beautiful land and they wanted to go to that land and enjoy and rest. Once they landed, they began to explore the land, eat and make merry. So once they landed the land, so after landing the land, they started enjoying, they started exploring the land by moving here and there. They decided to light a fire to warm themselves. As they were lighting the fire, suddenly the land shook violently. So they decided to warm up themselves by lighting the fire. So when they were about to lit the fire, something shook very strongly, very violently. The men were shocked to realize that they were not on land at all. The men were surprised when they realized that they were not on land at all. What they had thought to be an island was actually the back of a huge well. So, what they thought to be an island was actually the back of a huge well. So, let's turn the page. All the men were flung off into the deep sea. All the men were drawn into the deep sea. Luckily, Sinbad found a plank of wood that was floating by and he quickly clung onto it. After many hours at sea, he reached a remote island. But Sinbad was saved, he was alive, because luckily he found a flat piece of wood on which he clung, and he came to a remote island. Remote means place where there are no houses or peoples. He scrambled ashore. He climbed quickly on the piece of land. He was very tired and hungry. After that, he was very tired. He fell to the ground and slept for a long time. When he woke up, he walked around the island eating berries and nuts from the tree. So he slept for a time. So when he woke up, he walked around the island eating berries and nuts from the trees. At one place, he saw several beautiful mares grazing. So, at one place, he saw several beautiful mares grazing grass. He stared in surprise. He looked in surprise. Suddenly, a huge seahorse sprang out of the water and grabbed a mare by the neck. Suddenly, a huge seahorse, a big seahorse, sprang out of the water. A big seahorse came out of the water and grabbed the neck of the mare. He caught the neck of the mare. And without a moment's hesitation, Sinbad rushed to the mare's rescue. He kicked the seahorse back into the sea and saved the beautiful mare. So, without a moment hesitation, without doing any late, without any hesitation, Sinbad rushed to rescue the mare, to save the mare. So students, I have left one thing here. Mare means female horse is called mare. He kicked the seahorse back into the sea and saved the beautiful mare. So he kicked the seahorse back into the sea and saved that beautiful mare. The mare belonged to the king of the island. When the king heard about how Sinbad had saved his mare, so the mare which Sinbad had saved belonged to the king. So when the king heard how Sinbad saved his mare, he called Sinbad to his palace and gifted him an enormous bag of gold coin. He gifted him a big bag full of gold coins. Rich and happy, Sinbad returned to Baghdad. So, after receiving a big bag of gold coins, Sinbad returned to Baghdad. And now he is a rich man. It's not him. So, students, please go through the chapter, okay, and I hope all of you have understood the chapter. So stay home, stay safe, have a nice day. Thank you.